Okay, I've been wanting to talk about this since Extreme Rules. And this has bothered me a lot, but of course, life happens. You start losing time. But I'm going to make the time today to talk about this because I just watched SmackDown, this past SmackDown for October 8th. And it was confirmed because for the previous SmackDown, it wasn't really much of an acknowledgement. But now you can kind of say it's a confirmation with them all pointing in the sky. They are practically running this. They're going to agree that what happened at Extreme Rules was a God assist. The fact that that God acknowledges the fact that he's tribal chief. So that's the reason why the buckle broke. Because of course the demon couldn't win. I don't really know. No, I know what to say about it. It's crap. It's BS. There's a lot that I want to say that's very, very colorful about what happened at Extreme Rules. But I'm not going to be that colorful this time. I'm just going to straight out and just say that all of this is ridiculous. Not only does it make, okay, I will say this. What happened to the buckle was absolutely ridiculous, and it kind of downgraded the demon as well as downgrading Finn. And I hope Finn thinks about leaving because of what they have done to him. They haven't done him justice since he lost the Universal Championship because of an injury. He's never been able to get back to the top since, and we know how good he is. And he's never going to get the acknowledgement, quote unquote, that he deserves. Now, when it comes to Roman Reigns, I will say this. His tribal chief gimmick has worked for a while. It has worked for a while. But it's starting to run its course. You can say whatever you want about it, but it's starting to run its course. The reason why I say that it is because he doesn't seem like a tribal chief. Number one, he talks too damn much in the ring. He pretty much spends 5 minutes talking about how much he's going to kick your ass without kicking your ass. And that's annoying in itself. Number two, you got your goons doing most of the work. You're not really showing that you're a tribal chief. And people are like, well, he's supposed to be something like that. He is a heel. No. You call yourself a tribal chief, which means that you are the head of your tribe. Which means you have to show that you are a head of your tribe. He has not done that. Not in my eyes. Now with Paul Heyman, if you're a tribal chief and if you were a wise and smart one, you would know how Paul Heyman runs. Now, there has been a consistency with Paul Heyman's character for many years now. Since he was with Brock Lesnar, every time he makes a declaration, he would always say, this is not a prediction, it is a spoiler. And it usually is a spoiler. The fact that they are continuing this is making the tribal chief look like a dumbass. I'm sorry, if it seems like I'm a bit colorful here, I'm pretty much putting it all out there. I'm going to try to kind of take back the reins, but no pun intended, but I guarantee nothing. This is annoying to watch. As great as it is for this man's gimmick, as great as it is for what they have done with Roman Reigns so far, in my humble opinion, the more that they extend this, the longer it makes him look like a total idiot. And in this case, the fact that he's still aligned with Paul Heyman, the fact that he has his goons doing all the work, the fact that this guy talks so much in the ring, they're making him no more than a boastful heel. But when you have the tribal chief taped to your name, you have to be more than that. You have to match that name. You have to be above that name. He's not above that name. He's not even matching it. Now, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't a Roman fan. I wasn't a Roman diehard, but I will say this. I don't like how he was promoted. I didn't like how he was booked. I had nothing against the guy that actually plays Roman Reigns. Not at all. I don't know him. But as for the character, I did not like him. Because number one, he was stale. He always says he does this and does that. And then they pull back but it was because he was booked. How he was booked. He was booked badly at the time. Now he's booked very well to the point where he's almost OP. But he's also looking like an idiot as time goes on. After watching SmackDown and after watching Paul Heyman do his spiel, every fan, and I mean real fan, not these people who call themselves fans. I'm talking about real fans who knows about Paul Heyman should know that this guy has been consistent for years. And they should know 100% that this guy is going to screw him. And we know this. So why stretch it out? Why make it that obvious? It doesn't make any sense. The fact that he put everything out there, you should know right then and there that's a spoiler. And the fact that they're making a tribal chief not look suspicious, I'm sorry, I would have pretty much had his goons beat his ass after this. I really would have. Now, I haven't seen the whole thing all the way through, and if things have changed, I will tack this into this conversation. But in my humble opinion, they're making Roman Reigns look like an idiot. They are. Without him even knowing, they're making him look like an idiot all the way through. And we know that Brock Lesnar is always going to be the top dog. It makes zero sense to me for Brock Lesnar to be the one to lose against Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has nothing in his arsenal to put him down. He may have a submission hold, but there's no way on this planet that submission hold is going to work against somebody as beefy as Brock. He has nothing in his arsenal to put anybody away. And it's not believable that Brock Lesnar is going to be the one to lose to him. And if that's the case, I would never believe it. That will throw the suspension of disbelief out the window, because I will never believe that the Beast can lose to Roman. Even though people are fans of Roman, and like I said, I wasn't 100% diehard fan, but I do appreciate what they're doing to the character now. But in this case, I will never believe that Brock Lesnar, as big as that man is, as strong as that man is, would lose to Roman Reigns. Ever. If they continue to stretch this out, it's going to continue to make Roman Reigns look like a freaking stooge. They need to end this as quick as possible. They need to find a Big Four pay-per-view to end this throughout, because it's making him look dumb. It's dumbing him down. The more this goes on, it's not making him look like a tribal chief. Unless they find a way to beef him up, unless he changes his moveset. Even if he changes his moveset, the people that they're putting him against makes no sense. It makes no sense. But anyway, I don't want to turn this into a rant, but to be honest with you, they have to find a good opponent that can, as up there with, I'm talking about being a match to him. Not surpassing him, not beneath him, but matching him. And that's the problem. You need to find an opponent that can do that, and they don't have anybody that's like that yet. But even if they did, they're gonna book him to win. And if they do, it has to look like he can fight this person and beat them down. But the people they put him against, this David versus Goliath style match, does not work with somebody who has a tribal chief moniker. They need to find somebody that is equal to him, that will literally challenge him for that belt and make people believe that the opponent could win. They haven't done that yet. And I hope they do it soon. I hope they're able to find somebody soon. Because I'm not rooting against Roman losing and being downgraded or anything. His character's great. His character makes money. I'll be a fool to say it doesn't. But they need to find somebody that can match him. And they haven't done that. They need to do it soon.